Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today is going to be our last video with Film Doflamingo for a while. And today we have two matchups. We have one matchup against Queen, and then we have one matchup against the Mirror with Doflamingo. I started with the Queen game as the first game, even though it's a shorter game, because I know some of you all don't like to watch Mirror matches. But if you're interested, you're going to have a pretty long Mirror match as the second half of the video. So hope you enjoyed both games. Remember, as always, our list is in the description below, and if you like the games, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy the games. In this matchup, we're going against Queen. Okay, this matchup is going to take freaking forever. Like, forever. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to tell you why. This Tenkos Doflamingo is so freaking important for us. Like, actually humongous important. It's going to delay them from drawing. It's going to be a big attacker into the opponent. I'll gladly take that. I don't care. Yeah, I guess we'll just play Nami. I'll go ahead and trim your life a little bit if you let us. Or trim your hand, either way. Buena Fiesta it is then, since we cannot pick the second Nami. Sits. Okay, maybe not. Maybe don't take that much damage. Because then the opponent gets their big bodies. Honestly, I'm going to take it. It's going to make the Yamato a little bit worse later on. Yeah, it's going to make the Yamato a little bit worse. Opponent gets their value. We'll go here. We'll grab the second Nami again. We have enough to play Nami and another Dawn. So I guess we'll go for sits. Force you to have the 2k counter if you don't want to take that life. They go ahead and give me the 2k counter. I'll go here. And I guess I'll get the Binz, right? Just have a unit that we can summon with Luffy next turn. Bonnie's gonna go for another. Oh, they went for a Thunderbolt. They went for a Thunderbolt there, huh? Let's not take this one. Let's not take this one. Let's go choose no targets, and I guess we'll give them... Honestly, the sugar is so good, though. I guess we'll go like this. We'll go like this. I want to develop this Binz out. Let's go 5. Let the opponent take that life. They might want to say... They might be thinking of saving life just so that they can have their Yamato. Like, that's what I'm thinking. That they're trying to save their life. Yeah, they're trying to save their life so that they could have Yamato down. Kill Tesoro is good. So there's going to be Yamato that's able to kill the Binz here. It said that they could have killed it anyway. So, okay, so it's just a Mihawk instead. Sure. I'm still kind of concerned about how much damage I'm taking, so I might actually just go ahead and do this. Use the 2 Dawn, since I have the value. We can play Guild Tesoro, and I guess we'll go... Let's go like this. Let's go 5. Okay, we'll go 5 again. Let them put, like, at this point, let's just push damage into them. Sits. Okay, they give me the block, and then we just go Guild Tesoro. Have the Punk Gibson or the Hell's Judgment available. The Yamato can only kill the Buena Fiestas now, right? It doesn't really kill anything else. Opponent doesn't get to heal because this is 5 cards. So we can actually go and save this Binz with the 2k counter, and then have the Punk Gibson to save it as well. Opponent has chosen to give us 2 cards that are rested. I think this is a good time for us to go for this Doffy. Let's go 5, 6. Okay, then we go like this, and this is gonna stop them from being able to heal next turn, right? Then we go here, use the card action, get the 2 draw. So the idea here is that the opponent cannot heal. Unless they have a Yamato, they cannot heal. And the Yamato is only healing them once, right? So the opponent went down to 0 life. We have the sugar for the blocker. We don't have a sugar for the second blocker. Opponent gets 3 blockers. Sorry, excuse me. Jeez. 3 blockers. We don't have the second Doflamingo. Otherwise, this would be such a beat up after them. But, oh my goodness. I guess we can Punk Gibson. If the opponent attacks with Yamato, we can Punk Gibson. So we can Punk Gibson, 2K, 2K. All right. So we need to just kill them, right? We need to just kill them. Let's go like this to start with. 2 cards in hand. 2 don't open. This is a 10K. We can get up to 9. Can get up to 9, 10, 10, like 9, 9, 10. I guess let's go 9 first. Yeah, let's go 9 first. We return this to Dawn. So we just go for life then, right? At this point, we just go big body on the 10 and go like this. There we go. All right, we got to like really pressure down this queen player, which is not something that I expected. So I guess GG's. In this matchup, we're going up against the mirror. Opponent should definitely choose to go second, I would think, right? Yeah, there we go. They chose to go second. We do have the Tesoro and the Luffy, but we don't have our Namis, and I think whoever has the most Namis is going to be in a better spot. Like, whoever has the Namis to kind of play with, I think is going to be in a much better position, right? That way you kind of keep yourself drawing more cards. I do think having the Tesoro is going to be good later on as well, but probably not this early. Opponent got the Shopper, and he's also getting the Nami. Okay, there we go. It's actually funny because the Buena Fiestas are such good counters against Sugar, because they can actually kill the Sugar, right? So that's actually not bad. So we'll go here, attack for 5. Don't want to go run into like a Punk Gibson. Opponent takes the life. We'll play the Nami. We'll pass the turn. Go back to where we need to be. I might go Nami first before we develop the Binz. I'm gonna go Nami first. I will also take that first hit. The opponent probably wants to play their Nami here. Yep, and they go for it. They get their Luffy. We have our Luffy too, right? So that's not bad. We'll go here, use the car action. And of course, we whiffed. That's okay. Opponent has to start like blocking and countering here pretty shortly. Usually, honestly, the Doflamingo decks have a lot of 2K counters. Their 1K counters are like Uta, and if they're playing Binz, or like if they're playing Brook or Zoro. So I think attacking for 5 is actually kind of good, because so you start eating up their 2K counters, or even their events sometimes, as you see here with the Thunder Bagua. Opponent did that, of course. Yeah, opponent did that, of course, to be able to get the Dawn, right? So now they go a little bit higher Dawn than us. We'll get the Shiki. Pass the turn. We do have this Spider Web. Next turn, if I want to play this Luffy, I won't be able to actually... I'm going to just give you the Sugar. I'll let you attack with the Nami. They want to play their Luffy as well, right? So they want to play their Luffy as well. Yeah, they go like this. They go for Zoro. If you attack with this Nami, then that puts the Nami into danger, which again, they probably don't want to do that. Does it ever make sense to continue going for 5/5/5s? Or do I just draw, but then I don't develop my Luffy? Honestly, I'm just gonna go 5/5/5s. Maybe I just go 1. Maybe I just go 1. That way we still have the Spider Web. See what the opponent does for this one. I want to see what they do for this one first. I think 1 might be enough, because that way we can bring it back with the Spider Web. We'll have our Luffy and our Binz. We want them to be the ones to attack us first. Okay, so they're going to give me the 2K counter. I think that's enough for me to say, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I could have attacked with my Doffy first as well, right? I lost the leader attack, but that's fine. I was scared like a Punk Gibson resting my other Nami if I did attack with that Doffy. So that's kind of what went through my head when I just ended up doing the Luffy and passing. Like if the opponent attacks into us first, we want that. The problem is that we don't have our Doffy, and our opponent could have their Doffy. So if we like try to push back damage next turn to kill their board, it's not difficult for the opponent to have the ways to just like rest everything, right? They go for the Guild Tesoro, and that's so good for them. They're gonna get so much card benefit, so much card draw from that. It does mean that they use up a lot of Dawn, though, to be able to play the Tesoro, which means less Dawn for them to be able to attack efficiently without running into my Luffy, right? Like, and down to go like this. And then down to give you the spider web. And just put Luffy back into a restand position. Yeah, because if they attack for 7 here, right? They can attack for 7 into the Nami. Oh, actually, they attack for 8, so that's even better. So we'll restand the Luffy. And now we have another blocker here. So we get the blocker right back. And now you have forced to kind of decide how you want to do this. They're going to go ahead and play a 2-cost card, which is going to be the sugar. Making it more difficult for us to develop anything, right? And also allowing them to be able to attack with this Nami, which we can easily block with our Luffy. If you want to give me that Luffy attack, I will gladly take it. Like, if I don't have to deal with a blocker next turn, I will gladly take it. Now, let's go Nami first. And I guess we'll draw our own Tesoro. And maybe we develop Tesoro this turn. I am scared of the Doffy next turn. But I don't know that we can play around it. Yeah, I don't know that we can play around it. Opponent's going to do the same thing that we did, right? With the spider web. So the reason that we cannot play around it is because no matter which way we do it, opponent will be able to... I need to kill that sugar. I'll tell you that much. I need to kill that sugar. So I might be willing to give up one of these guys. The opponent's going to have the spider web to bring back their Luffy blocker while also saving their stuff. I guess let's just get the draw. Let's just get the draw for now. I need to play this Guild Tesoro, but I also need to kill their stuff. The opponent goes for the spider web, maybe? Chopper, okay. Want to play this. And at this point, I have to be committed to just kind of attacking all into them. They have to have the event. They have to have the event. So they might just be waiting. I would have loved to kill that sugar this turn, but I don't think I get a chance to. Okay, they got the Punk Gibson. Yeah, so I don't get a chance to kill sugar. I can't kill this Nami and just send my Luffy after it. And then the opponent just rests my units anyways. I can keep the Dawn. So, or we can kill their own Luffy. Because they're going to play Doffy next turn, so the Nami's never going to get to really go into play. So we could go 9 into their Luffy. Force 2 cards out of their hand. I'm assuming that this is a Doffy, right? In their hand. If it's not, then the opponent has a pretty good swing back at us. Okay, it is. You can rest the Guild Tesoro. We'll have the Punk Gibson available. Yeah, my thought is here that you go for 10 costs, you rest 3 of my units, you try to kill the other 3, right? The problem with going with 10 drop is that you don't get your Nami value. Which is why I didn't bother attacking into the Nami. The Punk Gibson can rest the Zoro or the Nami, so either way that the opponent attacks. They go ahead, okay, so it's not a 10 cost, wait. If this is not a 10 cost, then I think I'm in a good position. They get the Shopper. we go like this and just rest this Zoro right now so that we don't have to worry about it. Opponent goes for 5. We give them the 2. I want to draw. I know I have the Guild Tesoro as well. But the opponent's going to have to commit a lot of Dawn. They have to commit at least 4 Dawn on the Guild Tesoro to be able to kill my Guild Tesoro. Or they can commit more. Okay, they're just going to commit for the Luffy. So that means that the Guild Tesoro doesn't get to really kill anything. What you don't want to replace anything here because all your cards are really good. Like the sugar is giving you so much value. They get away. They gave us the sugar. They gave us the sugar. Wow. So they give us this sugar. Do we let them kill this Nami? Oh, no. Okay, well. If it's the Guild Tesoro, then I'm always blocking that, right? Like, there's no question about that. Like, I'm always blocking that, right? Let's just go 5. Uta. With the Luffy and the opponent's board. Doesn't look bad. Problem is that when am I going to play this Uta, right? Like, my board is so good. I don't want to get rid of it. I'm just going to continue attacking for 5s, though. Because I feel 5s are pretty good here, right? Like, the 5s are pretty darn good. Opponent's going to give us the Luffy again. Let's go 5 one more time. Force the opponent to give us those 2k counters if they have it. That's a 1k? Okay, so they had another Zoro. Before we attack with Guild Tesoro, I want to put 2 down somewhere else, right? So, what if we just go 3 down here? Opponent's still showing us. Let's go like this. Go like this and just kill their Guild Tesoro. We'll attack 10 twice. Opponent will have to have Spiderweb plus something else to really get me scared here. Like Spiderweb into a counter to restand the Luffy so that you have a blocker for the Guild Tesoro attack coming up after. Yep. Oh, you're gonna restand your Guild Tesoro instead? Which means that the opponent is willing to give up their Nami, is what they just told me. So I can probably kill both Luffy and Nami, to be honest, at this point. So 7, 8. I guess let's go 9 first. We'll send this to, we'll get this back. We have 6. We have 5, right? So we can go 5 into the Nami. I'm honestly down to attack with this Luffy as well. Let's clear the board. Let's say do whatever you want. Do your best, right? Do your best here. At this time, I think I might be okay letting them kill some stuff just so that we can actually play our Luffy and our Uta. As long as they don't get the Tenko's Doflamingo, I should be okay. They just get another Luffy. They get another Nami. So they get the value for Nami and they get more drop from Guild Tesoro. I need to save this Guild Tesoro, whatever we do. They get Buena Fiesta, so they have a 2k counter. I need to save this Guild Tesoro. I do have the count to save it. But if I can save this Guild Tesoro and kill their Guild Tesoro, and if the opponent's attacking like this is even better because I can just Punk Gibson their Zoro. They keep forgetting to play around Punk Gibson. Okay, they realized it. Alright, they realized it here. I think I'm okay letting them kill the first Nami. I think this Guild Tesoro is the most important one, right? So this Guild Tesoro is the most important one. So we'll go Union Armada. And we'll even give you 1 Uta here. Opponent gets 2 more cards, so they're back to 4. They don't attack with their leader. Okay. Let's get the 2K. We know they have a Buena Fiesta, right? So we know they have a 2K counter. So that's why I'm just going to attack for 6 and not 7. We still have enough here to play this. Okay. So we still have enough here to play this this Luffy. If we need to. Okay, Sugar. Buena Fiesta. Shiki. Okay, so I know that the opponent's last card is Buena Fiesta. So I can make sure that I can kill this Tesoro this turn by going for 8. Actually, let's go for 9 so that the opponent cannot keep the Luffy alive. And we just bounce this too. So the opponent's last card is Buena Fiesta. So they can save the Tesoro. But they cannot block with the Luffy and save the Luffy, right? So they go ahead and just give me that. Which means that I think at this point we can just go Uta. Do I attack with this Luffy? I think so. I think we force the 2K counter out of them. I think we make them spend that Buena Fiesta if they want to. They went ahead and did it, and now we develop the Uta. Opponent is not keeping track of the cards that I've been drawing. Unless they get the Tankos Doflamingo here, we should be in a really good spot. We have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards to just 1 card. We just continue clearing their board. This time they cannot attack with both. Whichever one they attack with first, the other one gets rested by the Uta. They decide to attack with the Nami, which makes the most sense. That way you get the draw out of her. What are you drawing? Eventually they can break too, right? Okay, so they get a 2K counter. So we go like this, use the card action, return the Dawn, rest that. And yeah, we'll let the Uta go. No need to spend anything on her. I'd rather keep everything else in my hand available, right? I'd rather keep everything else in my hand available. We know they have a 2K counter. We'll give you a 2K counter here. So they have a 2K counter in their hand, and they have an Uta. Okay, so they can rest the Nami or the Binz. They have a 2K counter, so we can just attack for 6 here. Actually, do we even attack for 6, or do we just attack for 5 into their Nami? I like attacking for 5 into their Nami. So that's gonna require the block with the Luffy or the Uta plus the 2K counter. You can rest the Binz. There's no issue with that. Okay. Oh, okay. They didn't rest the Binz, so we just get the free attack with the Binz. I guess they can rest the Guild Tesoro. They can rest the Guild Tesoro, which is gonna mean that I lose some card value. Let's play this second Uta here. And then we'll go with Guild Tesoro and attack into the Tesoro and just draw 2 cards. And this are 10 costs now. So they can rest the Binz now with their Uta. We know exactly what they have in their hand. You're gonna use it now? Are you gonna use this 2K counter? They do not. So at this point, we can just go. So we want to go 9. Again, opponent cannot save the Luffy with their 2K counter. And let's just go 7 into their life. Does it matter at this point? I guess we could have grinded it out a little bit slower. Is that a trigger? What cards are trigger in our deck? Punk Gibson? Okay, well, that gives me so much information, right? Because the last card in your hand is a 2K counter, a Shiki, that you drew with Nami last turn. All you have is 1 blocker. We still have access here to Punk Gibson, as well as a bunch of cards. Like, we have so many cards in our hand. I feel like Whitebeard right now. Like, this mirror is just annoying because it's just so slow. So, like, he's gonna try to kill Guild Tesoro, I guess. We save that Guild Tesoro every time, right? The funny thing, by the way, is that... Oh, wait, no. Okay, we let that go. We cannot play Doffy next time because we're still at 9 down because we had that -1 with the Uta. Alright, so I still know you have the 2k counter. So I still know you have the 2k counter. Honestly, I might not play this Guild Tesoro ability this turn. Yeah, I might actually not do it. Let's go like this. Just so that we can actually get the Don to play Doffy, if necessary. I guess Doffy doesn't matter at this point. Yeah, Doffy doesn't matter at this point. Opponent can use Uta to rest any of my units. They choose not to. They have 2 blockers, a 2k counter, and potentially another trigger here. Give me the trigger, man. They get 2k out of that. All right, so we go. I'm done to attack for your 7. He's gonna take a block and a card out of their hand. So I know it's a 2k counter, so we can just attack for 7. You can rest the Guild Tesoro. I was never planning to actually attack with the Guild Tesoro, right? Then we go 7 here. I guess we could just go 9, right? Yeah, we could just go 9-9 and won the game, huh? Yeah, we could just go 9-9 and won the game, but I guess we'll grind them out all the way. All right, we'll grind them out all the way here. We'll play the Nami, use the car action, whiff, pass the turn. Yeah, we could have gone 9 and then... Yeah. I mean, it's whatever. It's whatever. I had Lito there, but I don't think it's going to matter. We have Lito next time anyways. The opponent cannot really deal with this board. So... Like, I knew I had all the information that I had to go for Lito. I just delayed it for no reason whatsoever. Opponent gets the Uta, but they finally concede, so GG's. Hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you enjoyed those games against Queen and against the Mirror with Doflamingo. Very fun matchups. I mean, the Queen matchup was super fun. I couldn't believe that we kind of aggroed them down that quickly. But that's the power of that 10 cost Doflamingo, preventing that Queen from being able to heal them back up. And that's why I really like, when I saw that opportunity, I was like, I gotta go for it. I gotta go for it. I just gotta drop down this 10 cost and stop them from healing that turn. And it ended up being the case, right? What we did. Now, usually it's not going to go that fast, right? Usually it's not going to go that fast. I think we did get a little bit lucky. We had the Punk Gibson, we had the Sugar, so we were able to get rid of their blockers. Otherwise, the opponent could be able to stabilize back up and then stall us out while continuously hitting up. Against the Mirror, I think obviously your Guild Tesoro, that's where Guild Tesoro shines, because you end up getting just so much card draw as you saw, and you're able to kind of have more cards than your opponent, right? Neither of us had the 10 cost Doflamingo, so obviously that could have also flipped the matchup one way or the other. But yeah, it's fair. Neither of us had it, so it's not like they had it and we didn't, or we had it and they didn't. But yeah, anyways, hope you enjoyed both games today. Again, this is gonna be our our last Doffy video for a while. Obviously, we always rotate the different leaders. We're gonna try out some Nami tomorrow. I never played any Nami, so I'm gonna try out some Nami and see how she actually does. So hope you stick around for that. If you like our video, make sure to like it below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy your day.